Previously on Behind the B.
That's going to be a tough one. Those three, like,
yeah,
you know, who's going to play? They're all going to make it.
right.
Who's going to play?
How's he been for you so far, Lindblad?
I think he's the type of guy that'll grow on you.
I couldn't think of a better guy to replace him than Jerome. I know if we play with that competitive edge and find that chemistry, we can be a dangerous line.
The lights are back on in the Bruins locker room. The player stalls are prepared, awaiting the team's return. The off-season is over, and it's time for a new journey to begin. For veteran players with roster spots locked in, the late-night flight home from the final preseason game in Western Canada is a time to unwind, relax, and hang out with their mates. Team management, however, still has work to do, cutting down their roster to 23 players.
Hey, Matt, come on. So you're one of the cuts tonight. I got to see you a fair amount in Providence, a couple times in Dartmouth. I've liked your progression. I really think you got a high hockey IQ. I think you've had a real good camp. What's important now is to go down and play a lot of games. I don't think it's a spot for you to be the 13th or 14th forward. I think for your game, I think you have to play more.
I obviously came into this camp with expectations of trying to make the team. And now I'm going to go to Providence and I'd like to get better to there. So, I'm getting some games here or there. I just want to get better, so I'm excited.
Well, you've been getting better in main camp,
yeah,
so
I'm excited.
So keep it up.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Good.
Thanks, Rick.
The squad is now set, and with the regular season fast approaching, the organization is focused on bringing the group together. So the team and their families gathered for a cookout, followed by a road trip with the players and coaching staff only.
I'll show you everything with arms wide open.
You gotta get this in the warm-up.
But this is no ordinary road trip. The destination is Stowe, Vermont, for the Bruins' annual team-building retreat, the final stop before the regular season begins.
It's all over, eh?
This trip is more than just fun and games. The Bruins have been doing similar adventures for 5 years, and there is a very real purpose.
That first year was kind of interesting. I thought, Recchi was on the team, Mark Recchi, and, veteran in the league. You've been around a long time. What makes a winning team? He said two things, it's connections and chemistry. He said good connections lead to good chemistry leads to winning teams. That was his feeling on it.
No, I know where I'm going.
And nothing builds chemistry like a couple of days in the Green Mountains doing some unique activities.
Lumberjack.
As soon as we went underneath the street, we were supposed to keep going straight. So now we're just going along this like that.
What's up, buddy?
You're going to hold him in your right hand.
This way?
Yep, on that side of him. Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, just go right back. They're a little bit
okay. Holy hey, what's up, bud? I'm not scared, no.
Grab a hold and swing right over. Perfect.
I don't know about this. Oh, heads up, Image. There we go. There you go.
So 22 minutes is the score to be? Pretty good.
Is that about an hour? Like.
Nice shot. You want to take my shots too?
Soup, how about that? I only had that many.
Yeah!
With the season opener now just 24 hours away, the Bruins hit the ice for a final tune-up. And Bruins owner Jeremy Jacobs is in the house, checking on the latest improvements to the Garden and, of course, looking to see how the team is shaping up.
How's he been? Good. It's it'll be a good fit for that line.
Oh, I think it's a terrific line. I think it's I do.
Yeah, loves to shoot the puck.
As an owner, Jeremy Jacobs enjoys spending time with the players throughout the season, including regular visits with the team, this time before the home opener.
I don't know how many you know, this is our 90th anniversary. And what makes that kind of special is that we're the oldest U.S. franchise in the National Hockey League, which is kind of profound. I mean, it kind of tells you a little bit about Boston and about the Bruins. And this is my 38th, going to 39th year that I've owned this franchise, and it's been 39 great years. But I've never seen an accumulation of talent as I've seen this year. Now, that means nothing if you don't play like a team and like a Bruin. We're looking to win because we've got the skill level to win, we've got the people to win, and we've got the talent. I really appreciate the efforts you guys are showing, and I've got all the confidence in the world that you're going to make it work. With that, thank you guys, and thanks for all you're doing.
Since 2009, Dennis Seidenberg has been part of the foundation the Bruins' success was built on. The 2013-14 season was the final year of his contract, but not anymore.
You've been through with JP?
I mean, he just called me at 3, or I call him, and he kind of explained to me.
Okay, well, those are the salaries. So the signing bonus is in the addendum, but okay. Those are the salaries, right? So that.
Do I sign all of them?
Yeah. You have to get both of those.
This one.
So we're not going to announce it till tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. I'm
happy. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, you've been here. You've been a warrior since you came, and it's a good place for you too. You like playing under Claude. And
oh yeah, it's a good system, and he really knows how to teach. And I think it'll be good.
Good. All right, man.
Yeah. See you later.
All right. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
That's 4 years, $16 million for Dennis. And now that the final piece of off-season business has been concluded, it's time to play some hockey.
So we got Tuukka starting to hey, see you and Johnny on the back end. Rookie, right here.
Opening night puts a lot of pressure on everyone.
Let's go. Go first shift.
Behind it too. Oh, that was good. I just messed up. Go. Yeah, I'll cut behind for them. Yeah. Nice. Another shot.
What's he gonna do? Shoot.
High glove.
Shoot high glove.
Leading 1-0 late in the first, the Bees found themselves facing a two-man Tampa Bay advantage for almost 2 minutes. But thanks to some disciplined defense and great goaltending, the lead held up.
Play there, see? On Samples here? Yeah. That weak side, he's gonna because they have one-timer here too, so they can't really get through all of it.
Late in the second, the Bees found themselves tied.
He scores!
A perfect time for the first line to find its game.
Now we're going, huh? That was what we needed, man. Now they're going.
And I know you guys are excited about playing. I know you guys in your minds were ready to play. But I don't know if you're focused to play this game the way we should. Because it's really obvious right now that we are far from our game. Having said that, as I've often said before, this is a 20-minute game right now. It's 2-1, probably should be 3-1, but it's 2-1. So we can't play on our heels, but we got to play better than we did, and we got to get our legs going here. Last 5 minutes, I thought was closer to our game. We got our legs going. Let's bring that last 5 minutes into the third for 20 minutes here, and we'll be fine. Okay?
Ready? Yeah. Ready? Here we go. Listen.
With Coach Julien's words ringing in their ears, the Bruins picked up where they left off, giving the effort needed to start the season on a positive note. Certainly not perfect, the team and the first line know that they can be better in the weeks ahead. For now, they will take the win. Two players with a lot in common are Torrey Krug and Matt Bartkowski. Both are rookie defensemen who emerged as key contributors late last season and are now being asked to take on bigger roles.
I wonder when it's time to stop Dunkin' Donuts. Can't get your daily Boston cream donut. Don't get donuts.
And apparently, they both have the same taste in music. Practice days are especially important for Krug, Bartkowski, and their 20-year-old teammate on the back end, Dougie Hamilton.
Hey! Should I stay? Should I just hold there?
Marshy shouldn't go. You know what? I'd hold and send Marshy in there.
Okay.
You make that strong move to the middle. You go back to that open ice. It's a great play.
But it's not all drills and hard work. They manage to have a little fun as well.
Which one? Those three green ones?
The team has been carrying 7 defensemen but only dressing 6. That means someone has to sit out. And they often don't find out until after warm-ups who will be in the press box, which can be tough on young players like Dougie Hamilton.
So I just talked to Dougie. He's never really had to deal with this kind of the in and out of the lineup, especially you know, finding out after warm-up.
He's probably questioning his own where he sort of fits in right now. You know, he's played well enough to deserve to be in our lineup. It's just at a time where you've got 2 other guys arriving as young guys that everybody needs to play. Albeit he needs to prepare the same way, regardless of whether or not he's going to be told after warm-ups or before. I think it's the more lead time he can have, the better off in his own head he can process it.
I told him that sometimes these decisions are made like just after warm-up. I know it'd be nice to have lead time, but as a pro, he's got to be prepared all the time. So that's a stage that he's going through, and you know, he has played well. I told him he played well, and he's still got to be a little harder defensively. But you know, I think you can see the kind of the maturation and the growing up.
The hard part for him right now, Pete, is he's still battling his confidence. Like, I don't want to make a mistake. How do I stay in the lineup? That's the balance to maintain his confidence level. When he does go back in and play regularly and say, okay, well, it's not just one game in, one game out. That's what he's going to start to question.
I just told him it's a challenge for us, and I hope he respects that, that we have 7 guys that all deserve to play.
It's timing and circumstance. We need that depth, and we need all those guys. At some point in time, you know that's going to come to roost, that we're going to need every one of those guys.
In the offseason, the Bruins signed alternate captain Patrice Bergeron to a long-term contract. In old-time hockey, if a player signed a good contract, it was tradition for that player to buy his teammates gifts.
You should have to give Fergie a gift.
And if there's one guy who honors hockey's traditions, it's Patrice Bergeron. For most people, Columbus Day caps off a long holiday weekend. But if you're a Boston Bruin, it's most definitely a work day. And with the always tough Detroit Red Wings in town, win or lose, you know it's going to be a tough day at the office.
The thing that I really wanted to do here in the first period, because I really want us to focus on that first 20, is that we got to get our legs moving, but also we got to create some momentum by getting some shots on this guy.
A top-level opponent means the first line of Lucic, Krejci, and Iginla must produce, even as they continue to work at their on-ice chemistry.
It's okay, it's okay.
A good effort in the first leaves the Bees tied but frustrated and making some adjustments for the next period.
Put out here. I'll give it to you. Right away, I'm not even going to stand, hesitate, anything. I'll just go to the
Well, instead of dumping it in, I think you should carry it and wait till the D forces him and you keep going with him. He's going to just chip it to you. You know, he's going to chip it to you, so you're going to go get it around here. That D's going to go on you. I'll be here, so he can soft and chip it behind the net to me.
You did a great job, guys. We're getting it to the point, we're moving it around, we're getting shots, got traffic in front of the net. They've got some lucky breaks in that period where I thought that puck could have easily gone in, but we got to stick with it here and make sure that we get that next one. Play with the lead here, so let's go out there and create that.
It's coming.
Nice hands at the line there.
What do you say? Was it necessary?
Absolutely,
Seidenberg recovers just in time. Centering pass. Weiss scores! Stephen Weiss picks the corner. It's 2-1 Wings.
Oh, we got back. Keep going, Lou.
Come on, boys.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Other side, other side. Remember, if I'll give it to you and I'll just jump through. Yeah. Yeah, getting one today.
Absolutely, I think
I'm
two.
going home if you won't get one.
No, we're getting two.
Ale víš co, já mu to celé zpátky, on to vždycky od toho táhne. Když mi to dá zpátky, já mám tolik místa, on mi to nikdy nedá zpátky. Víš, jako když to seš tady.
Come on, let's get it here, eh?
Yeah. This is the time.
Enough's enough. These chances, let's bury them.
Crowd here? No. It's okay.
Grab it, I'm not for no reason. Bigger guys for you, big boy. Say the word.
If the first period was frustrating, the second was downright infuriating.
Still got this, boys, eh? Yeah, keep pushing it. Stay up here.
He's gonna find a way to bury it.
Yeah.
But this team has been there before. Even down 3-1, there's no panic in the locker room.
I'll battle them tougher and bigger than them. Keep the puck.
One thing you don't want to do in this game right now is start changing your game plan and start getting reckless, because we've had plenty of chances to score. They've only had 3 scoring chances in our assessment there, and they got 3 goals. But what we have to do more than anything else right now is go and get that next goal. And guys, if we get that next goal, there's a pretty good chance we're going to win this hockey game here. So I need us to be determined. I need us to believe. I need us to know that we're going to go out there and continue to play hard like we have the whole game, okay? Sometimes things don't come easy, but we got to make it happen here.
Woo! Yeah!
Come on!
that.
Despite the late goal and their overall third period dominance, this one goes to the Wings.
We deserve better than that, eh? If we keep going like that, we're going to get way more goals.
The good news is that the first line chemistry is starting to gel, and though the loss is disappointing, there is no time to dwell on it. The NHL regular season is a long one, and the Bruins will see the Red Wings again very soon. On to the next one. Their roster to 23 players.
Hey, Matt. Come on. So you're one of the cuts tonight. I got to see you a fair amount in Providence, a couple times in Dartmouth. I've liked your progression. I really think you got a high hockey IQ. I think you've had a real good camp. What's important now is to go down and play a lot of games. I don't think it's a spot for you to be the 13th or 14th forward.
The player stalls are prepared, awaiting the team's return. The off-season is over, and it's time for a new journey to begin. For veteran players with roster spots locked in, the late-night flight home from the final preseason game in Western Canada is a time to unwind, relax, and hang out with their mates. Team management, however, still has work to do, cutting down. Previously on Behind the B.
That's going to be a tough one. Those three, who's going to play? They're all going to make it.
Right.
Who's going to play?
How's he been for you so far, Lindblad?
I think he's the type of guy that'll grow on you.
I couldn't think of a better guy to replace him than Jerome. I know if we play with that competitive edge and find that chemistry, we can be a dangerous line.
The lights are back on in the Bruins locker room.
I think for your game, I think you have to play more.
I obviously came into this camp with expectations of trying to make the team. Now I'm new in the province, and I'd like to get better to there. So I've been a couple games here or there. Just want to get better, so I'm excited.
Well, you've been getting better in main camp, so
I'm excited.
So keep it up.
Thank you. I
All right, man.
appreciate it.
Good.
Thanks for having me.
The squad is now set, and with the regular season fast approaching, the organization is focused on bringing the group together.